Hey everyone, I'm Sam with Boulder Mountain Repair, and I'm here today with the gear repair tip of the week. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a slider on a jacket. This is a very useful repair because it's a very common repair. It's one of the most common repairs that we see here at BMR. I think in general, if you build a piece of outdoor gear correctly and you don't abuse it, oftentimes the zipper is the first thing to go, or one of the first things to go. And oftentimes, depending on what's wrong with your zipper, just replacing the slider can get you down the road a season or two. So this is a really useful thing to know how to do, and it comes in handy on any piece of outdoor gear that has a zipper. So let's get started. The first thing to do is to identify the part that you need. So you got to figure out what kind of zipper and what size zipper you have. The way to figure out the size of the zipper that you've got is to look on the back of it or on the nose of the slider. In this case, I'm looking on the back, and I don't know if you can see this. It says YKK 3C. So I know that I'm working with a YKK brand number 3 zipper. There are a few different types of other identification things that you need to know. First is whether you're working with a coil zipper or a tooth zipper. A coil zipper looks something like this. It's kind of your standard jacket zipper. A tooth zipper, they're becoming more popular, and they look like this. They've got individual teeth on there. So you got to figure out which one of those you have in order to get your hands on the correct slider for the replacement. With coil zippers, there's two different ways that a company can install a zipper. One is what we call kind of standard coil, or coil facing out, where if you grab the pull tab on the outside of the jacket, you can see the actual coil right here. The other is called reverse coil, where if you grab the pull tab on the outside of the jacket or the backpack, you can't actually see the coil because it's flipped. It's hidden on the inside of the item. So you want to get your hands on the right, you got to figure out whether it's a coil or a tooth. You got to figure out the size, and then if it's a coil, you got to figure out whether it's reverse coil or standard coil, and order the correct slider. Once you've got your hands on the replacement part, like I do here, it's time to get going on the repair. For a jacket zipper, what we're going to do is, there's one more thing you need before you can do the repair, and that is a staple stop or a U-stop. Basically, this is it's a little piece that you're going to crimp onto the top of the zipper once you've done the repair, and it's going to hold your slider on the zipper so it doesn't pop off. And I'll show you what that looks like. They've got all different sizes. For a coil zipper, you're going to need a staple stop. And how big of a staple stop depends on what you're doing. Since I'm doing a small jacket zipper, I'm going to use a very small staple stop like this one I've got in my hand here. If you're doing like a tent or a backpack zipper or a larger zipper, you might need a larger staple stop like this. And it's basically just a zipper-specific staple that you crimp on with some pliers. For a tooth-style zipper, you need a U-stop, is what it's called, because it's in the shape of a U. And this is what it looks like. It looks just like a little U. And again, you crimp it on the zipper once you're done replacing the slider to hold your slider on. Alright, so if you've got your hands on the slider and the appropriate staple stop, it's now time to do the repair. The first step is you need to get the old zipper slider off. On a jacket, what you're going to do is you're going to locate the factory stop, which is oftentimes just a little piece of plastic right at the top of the zipper, and with some needle nose pliers, you're just going to go ahead and rip it off. Sometimes it's a little bit stubborn, it doesn't want to come off, but there, I got it off. And I damaged the zipper tape a little bit while doing that, but that's not a problem. You can always just kind of hit it with the lighter and good as new. So once you've removed the top stop on your zipper, the next step is just to remove the old slider and put the new one on. And you just kind of thread it on the top. As you're doing this, you gotta make sure that you're doing it on the correct side of the jacket. You don't want to remove the staple stop on the side of the jacket that doesn't have the box at the bottom. Once you've replaced the slider, you're going to want to test out the jacket to make sure that your fix works. And in this case, it does. It's compatible, it's the right size, and the zipper is still functioning. So the final step in the repair is to close up the top of the zipper, and that will lock the lock the zipper slider onto the zipper. So I'm going to grab my small staple stop, and this part is kind of delicate, so I'm going to get close to the camera. And basically, you want to take this really small staple stop, and you want to thread it through the actual coil, like that. So it's got two prongs coming through the zipper tape on the inside, and one prong that is threaded through the zipper coil. Once I've got that on, I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to kind of bend down these prongs and close the staple. You can kind of pinch really tight so that those prongs, you can test it with your finger, make sure that the prongs aren't going to catch on anything, and that they're nice and flush and smooth. And at that point, the repair is complete. So you want to, again, just kind of test it one more time, make sure it's all working out for you. And there you have it, a finished repair. For more information on gear repair, check out the Backpacker Magazine Outdoor Gear Maintenance and Repair course that we just did. It's an 8-part series, and it's a comprehensive instruction on all manner of gear repair, from zippers and sewn patches to laundry and tent pole repairs. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure to stop by and check out the Outdoor Gear Maintenance and Repair course.
Yep. Sounds great.